For many people around the world, Princess Leonor represents the future of the Spanish monarchy. Calm, disciplined, and increasingly confident in public, the young heir to the throne has spent years preparing for a responsibility unlike any other. But behind the official ceremonies and carefully managed appearances, difficult conversations and emotional decisions are an inevitable part of royal life. As the eldest daughter of King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia, Leonor has grown up under extraordinary expectations. Every step she takes is closely watched, and every decision carries significance not only for herself but also for the institution she is destined to lead one day. And according to years of reporting about the priorities and parenting approach of Queen Letizia, one thing has always been clear. The Queen has never wanted her daughters to rely solely on titles or privileges. Instead, she has emphasized discipline, education, responsibility, and the importance of earning respect through hard work. That philosophy has often shaped the upbringing of Princess Leonor and her younger sister, Infanta Sofia. Those close to the royal family have long described Queen Letizia as a devoted mother who is deeply involved in her daughter's education and personal development. Unlike some traditional royal households of the past, the Spanish royal family has tried to maintain a more modern image. King Felipe and Queen Letizia have worked hard to provide their daughters with as normal a childhood as possible while simultaneously preparing them for their future roles. But balancing normal life with royal duty has never been simple. As Leonor has matured, so too have the expectations placed upon her. Public appearances have become more frequent. Her speeches have grown more important. And her military training has introduced a new chapter filled with responsibility and sacrifice. These experiences have transformed her from a young princess into a woman increasingly prepared for the throne. However, preparation for leadership requires more than ceremonies and protocol. It requires difficult choices, and perhaps no one understands that better than Queen Letizia. Before becoming Queen of Spain, Letizia enjoyed a successful career as a journalist. Coming from outside the aristocracy, she brought a unique perspective into the royal family. She understood the realities of modern society and recognized that the monarchy could not survive without adapting to changing times. As a result, she has often been associated with a vision of discipline, professionalism, and accountability. According to royal commentators, Letizia has consistently encouraged her daughters to pursue excellence and to understand that public respect is something that must be earned. This approach has sometimes been described as demanding, but supporters argue that it reflects the enormous responsibilities facing Princess Leonor. After all, one day she will become queen, and that role requires preparation unlike anything experienced by ordinary young people. Over the years, observers have noticed how closely Queen Letizia has accompanied her daughter during key moments. From academic milestones to official engagements, she has remained one of Leonor's strongest supporters. At the same time, she has also sought to ensure that her daughter develops independence. Many experts believe that one of Letizia's greatest priorities has been helping Leonor become a modern monarch capable of connecting with future generations. That goal requires strength and maturity. And strength often comes from facing challenges. As Leonor entered adulthood, her responsibilities naturally increased. Military training demanded sacrifice. Time away from home became more frequent. International attention intensified. The future queen found herself balancing personal dreams with public obligations. Such pressures are not unique to Spain. Heirs to the throne throughout Europe face similar struggles. Yet every royal family must navigate them in its own way. For Queen Letizia, there appears to be one fundamental principle. Duty comes first, not because personal happiness is unimportant, but because leadership requires commitment. Throughout history, monarchs have been expected to place service above individual interests. And while modern royals enjoy greater freedoms than their predecessors, the expectations surrounding them remain enormous. This reality has shaped the lessons passed down to Princess Leonor. Responsibility, discipline, dedication, and perhaps most importantly, understanding that her position carries obligations as well as privileges. These values have guided her upbringing and influenced many of the decisions made throughout her life. King Felipe VI shares this sense of responsibility. Having experienced the challenges of being heir to the throne himself, he understands the pressures his daughter faces. As both a father and a king, he has worked alongside Queen Letizia to ensure that Leonor receives the preparation necessary for her future role. Together, they have sought to create a balance between tradition and modernity. Yet even within loving families, difficult conversations are unavoidable. Parents must sometimes challenge their children. They must encourage growth, and they must prepare them for realities that are not always comfortable. For Leonor, these lessons have been especially important because her future responsibilities are extraordinary. Unlike most young women her age, she cannot simply walk away from expectations tied to centuries of history. Her destiny is closely linked to the Spanish crown, and with that connection comes immense pressure. Still, those who have observed Leonor's development have been impressed by her maturity. Her public speeches reveal confidence. Her conduct demonstrates discipline, and her commitment to military service reflects a willingness to embrace responsibility. These qualities suggest that the lessons taught by her parents have had a profound impact. Queen Letizia's emphasis on education and preparation appears to have shaped a young woman determined to fulfill her duties. At times, this demanding approach has sparked discussion among royal watchers. Some believe the expectations placed upon Leonor are exceptionally high. Others argue that such preparation is necessary for someone who will eventually become head of state. Regardless of differing opinions, one fact remains undeniable. Leonor's path has never been ordinary. Every achievement has required effort. Every milestone has come with sacrifice. And every step forward has brought new responsibilities. But perhaps that is exactly what Queen Letizia has wanted her daughter to understand all along. That leadership is not about privilege. It is about service. It is about responsibility. And it is about putting the interests of others before oneself. These lessons may sometimes feel like ultimatums. Not because they are harsh commands, but because they reflect the unavoidable realities of royal life. For Princess Leonor, there are certain responsibilities that simply cannot be ignored. As she continues her journey toward the throne, new challenges will undoubtedly arise. Public expectations will increase, the world will continue watching, and difficult decisions will remain part of her life. Yet if recent years have demonstrated anything, it is that Leonor possesses remarkable resilience. Supported by King Felipe and guided by Queen Letizia, she has continued to grow into the role awaiting her. And while the pressures of royal life are immense, they have also helped shape a future queen prepared to face adversity with dignity. History often remembers monarchs for the decisions they make after ascending the throne. But long before those moments arrive, there are years of preparation, sacrifice, and guidance. For Princess Leonor, those years are unfolding right now. And the lessons taught by Queen Letizia may ultimately become some of the greatest gifts a mother can give her daughter. Not wealth, not privilege, but strength, because in the end, crowns are not carried by titles alone. They are carried by character. And character is built through responsibility, perseverance, and the willingness to place duty above comfort. As Princess Leonor moves closer to her destiny, the world continues to watch with fascination. And one thing is becoming increasingly clear. The values instilled by Queen Letizia are helping shape not just a princess, but a future queen prepared to serve her country with dedication and grace. Only time will reveal what challenges lie ahead. But if the past few years are any indication, Princess Leonor is entering that future with determination, maturity, and a deep understanding of the responsibilities that await her.